Hi, this is the Guadalajara team.
And welcome to the Weekly Chirp.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Weekly Chirp. Thanks to Luis, Cynthia, Marcos, Jose, and William in Guadalajara for that introduction. We'll unmask one of them in a special edition of the Recognition Roundup coming up. But first, let's see what's chirping. It's what you've been waiting for. February's disclosure statement compliance numbers are in. We'll have the live results in just a minute. But first, a few items to make you aware of. As you know, we frequently direct you to Exceed, our owner's manual for all things cricket. And we strongly urge you to use this tool above all else when it comes to serving our customers. We understand you may have other job aids at your disposal, but Exceed is continuously updated with the latest practices and procedures, and is the only place you should be going for the answers. In fact, it has the Jack Kelly Green Tarp Guarantee.
Find the information you need or your money back.
Thanks, Jack. A quick couple of coming soons to tell you about. The checkout flow on cricketwireless.com will soon be faster for our Apple customers. Apple Pay will appear in the payment section and expedite the payment process by populating the information automatically for customers using an Apple device. We'll let you know when a launch date is announced. We're also awaiting the much anticipated launch of Voyage, the new interface you'll use to help customers. We've been encouraging you to check out the Voyage Hub on Exceed, so if you haven't, check out the quick steps on how this tool is going to work. And next week, we'll show you some of the cool upgrades Voyage has to offer. As promised, February's compliance results are in for reading the disclosure statements when customers sign up for or move to one of our unlimited plans. You may recall we scored a perfect 100 in January. Now, let's see how we did in February. For that, let's go to Derek Pierce's Wheel of Compliance and see our score. Oh no, 60%. We've fallen below our 90% goal, and just when we had such momentum. Oh, I even made a little chart. But let me let you in on something when it comes to these numbers. Cricket only samples so many calls for quality assurance, and it's out of these calls that we generate these stats. So for example, in February, only 5 of the calls we sampled needed to read one of these disclosure statements, but only 3 did. And that's where that 60% score comes from. The reason I'm mentioning this is that those statements are read thousands of times, but skipping it just once can really have an impact on hitting our goals. And I just bought a boat.
Hello, royal subjects of Cricket Nation. It's Lane Esman here, ripping off a hot TV show to bring you this week's recognition. We begin in Honduras, where we crown Jose Mejias our top care agent. Jose's perfect scores on 10 surveys ruled the Cricket Nation this week. Jolly good show, Jose. Now, let's take a short carriage ride to Guadalajara to find His Majesty and top sales agent, Juan Garcia. We bestow Juan with this honor for his 88 gross ads, a 14.3% close rate, and a whopping 228 sales in February. Cheerio, Juan. Still hanging with the Guadalajara crowd, our loyal subjects decreed royal approval for these members of our virtual sales society. One such decree? Israel was extremely helpful and knowledgeable. He was patient, courteous, and very helpful in assisting us with making our buying decisions. We thoroughly enjoyed our experience. Israel represented himself and cricket extremely well. Top-notch, Israel. We round out our coronation this week with Queen of the Castle, Cynthia Trulio. Cynthia was such a great help and very patient while working with me. She let me take the time to understand the directions to follow. I was very pleased with her helping me buy an iPhone. Thanks, Cynthia. Superb job to all those in the Cricket Nation realm, bringing such great service to our subjects. Now, back to my jester in crime, Anderson.
Thanks, Lane. That was fun. That's going to do it for this week. For Luis, Cynthia, Marcos, Jose, William, Jack, Jose, Juan, Israel, Lane, Derek, and the whole Chirp team. We'll see you next week.
Oh my God, did I not record any of that?